Hi there. My name is Jackson, and like a lot of the people in the population right now, I swing between being unemployed and underemployed. Um, and it's not an easy situation to be in. In fact, sometimes you feel pretty hopeless, confused, scared, and at times you get flashes of encouragement and motivation. So it's a constant swing between two sides, and you're just trying to stay in the middle as much as you can. And my situation is not unique by any stretch of the word, because quite frankly, given the level of unemployment, you can see that there's a lot of people just like me. And we are in a crisis as a country, and as a society, as a civilization, because pretty much this problem we're having now is pretty global. And when you're looking at it, what we really have right now is more than just a crisis of economics or a crisis of jobs. The real problem is we have a crisis of hope. And we look around us, we see hopelessness, negativity. When you see movements like Occupy Wall Street, you can see this angst within society of feeling disenfranchised, and out of this crisis, you end up with a movement similar to just what I've mentioned, Occupy Wall Street, and rightfully so, they have a reason to feel disenfranchised. They have a reason to feel like they have been given the short end of the stick. But ladies and gentlemen, we also have to come to realize one thing. It is great that we have this grassroots level of activism coming in. It is good that we were able to put in the forefront the real problems that nobody wants to speak about. But I, like everyone else, will have to face a reality. We can complain all we want about being disenfranchised. We can complain about all these reasons why we are getting the short end of the stick. But it doesn't change anything. It doesn't solve our problems. Our bills still need to be paid. We still need to have a roof over our heads. We still need to have our electricity bill paid. And most of all, we still have our families or ourselves to take care of. Food will not show up on our tables just because we complain about it. We hope government can help us. We hope the private sector will change their evil ways. Folks, we are facing a problem that has not been seen by this country or this world population since the Depression. You want to call it a double recession, a big recession, call it whatever label you want. At the end of the day, you and I will have to solve this problem for ourselves. We are expecting government to use political solutions to resolve economic problems. It's never worked before. Chances are it will not work now. Political solutions to economic problems is nothing more but trying to push the problem. It's not a Bush thing. It's not an Obama thing. It's something that was done generations and administrations of past. Everybody contributed to it. Little problems that were not resolved kind of grew and grew, kind of like interest in a bank. That is, if your bank even gives you good interest. So I call upon people, like you and me, we need to solve this problem for ourselves, if not for our children. Because nobody's going to solve this for us. I don't pretend to have the solution. I'm not that smart. I don't think anybody really is that smart anyway. But I do know one thing. Each of us has a piece of that solution. Let us all try to work together. Let us all try to put our heads together and see what we can come up with. We've tried other solutions. We've tried to send out our resumes and hopefully somebody would respond to it and judge what we are and what we're capable of as individuals. Kind of like a takeout menu and you were the dish or I was the dish. I'm better than a piece of paper, and chances are so are you. Sometimes some of us are just not that good at writing resumes. Sometimes some of us are not that good in doing job interviews. And we get left out. We get put in the back of a pile, in the bottom of a pile, simply because we weren't that flashy. So many of us are so good, it's just that some of us stayed in jobs for so long that the skills of job interviews just was not developed. So I urge you folks, brothers and sisters, in this struggle, let us find a solution and let's not rely on other people. Not to say that you should stop applying for jobs. Let's work together. Let's come up with alternative ways of resolving this other than what has been conventional. I believe we can make it. You have to believe we can make it. Before we can end this crisis of economics, before we can end the crisis of jobs, we need to end the crisis of hopelessness first. The crisis of hopelessness is inside of us. It's not external. Just one small step today. One small step. I urge you. Let us take a stand. We can do this. I know we can do this. We have no choice but to do this. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our families. We owe it to our children. Stand up. Let us fight for ourselves. It's time we not only occupy Wall Street. It is time we occupy hope. Our hope. Let us make our own Wall Street. Let us be the bigwigs too. Let us at least give ourselves a chance to be the bigwigs. We are in a capitalist system. It's not perfect, but it's the best out there. Those people on top, they work their way on top, one way or the other. They got there. Pulling them down does not bring us up. Let's go up too. We deserve it. We have to earn it though. Again, my name is Jackson. I want to know who you are. I want to find out your story. I want us to walk this path. I want us to occupy hope. Thank you very much.